You ready? Greetings. Well, a particularly little zogling, whigger-ass clown. We used to call Bub. His name used to be Malachi Adam Deines. That was a moniker that his father, his real biological father, Sean Deines, gave him. And I haven't seen you since April 9th of 2004. Your mother's, your grandmother's seen a little bit, right, Roxy? Go show her your face here. Hey, she has a broken hip, and in January she started bleeding again out of the front hole. But I got her blood sugar down from 350 to about 200 or so most days, so she stopped doing that here.
It's been under 2 days.
Huh?
It's been under for 2 days.
Yeah, we got down to 108 a week or so ago here. Down to 108 here. I mean, what happens? She whines that I don't give her enough potatoes and other stuff, and she keeps on begging for goods here. But anyway, Bub, it's your 21st birthday today. You were born on March 7th and early in the morning in 1998, and you were a little bit blue because your umbilical cord wrapped around your neck. And I don't know if you're still sort of slow here. Your dad, he goes ahead and he helps a whole bunch of people who, in my opinion, don't deserve that help. And he has enough trouble taking care of himself. He got ripped off for a stupid pickup truck for $39.99 at Griffin Motor Credit World here, which is worse than Carmart. But I talked to your dad the other month here. Your sister, well, you're actually your half-sister because Sean wasn't her father. But anyway, Helen, she has a different name now, and she lives somewhere back east. And after she got out of
Savannah, Georgia.
Okay, well, anyway, she got her stupid little head messed up, even though she was 8 years old, that that idiot James Baldwin, and that I molested her as well. That's what they fill their heads full of, this nonsense here. And I seen how scared you and your sister were the first time they went ahead and took you in 2002. And that's, in my view, that is destroying a white family. And those who destroy a white family, the only penalty they could possibly pay is that their entire bloodline is wiped off the face of the earth. If they're white, why, they can become little Daniels or something like that to serve the new order, that's coming around under 10,000 warlords. But in any case, I wanted to go ahead and wish you a happy 21st birthday. Don't you too, dear?
Yes.
And ask you, just like we tell Helen, but she comes up and essentially, my position is that no, I didn't molest you. And your mother, she went ahead and let Looper Baldwin, James Baldwin's biological father, molest her. And the Newton County authorities, most particularly Bill Dobbs, who's now the prosecutor in McDonald County, went ahead and conspired to Ron Durkee, who was sheriff at the time, conspired to not let you face charges along with the Newton County. They were going after me. And this Ben Cole, who went ahead and pled guilty of second-degree statutory sodomy and got 5 years in prison. I went ahead and seen his paperwork. 8 pages. Only a page and a half was about him. The rest of it was Stephanie Theus, whose husband Eric goes ahead and runs the Jasper County juvenile thing. I mean, essentially these people, the Republican Party and Democrat Party too, essentially all people have to be blackmailed. So essentially they're just blackmailed pedophiles is what they are, and they buy and sell white children. And your father's convinced that you're a homosexual now. And in my time locked up in the nut house because I refused to accept a public pretender because of this criminal. This is the most evil, monstrous judge, Kevin Lee Selby. But Timothy Perigo, isn't much better, and Grinder Greggy Stremmel, why, you know, he's just simply a criminal as well. Got a bogus protection order against me for Lana Price and Kara Jo Copper and the rest of these criminals, you know, down at Granby City Hall. And what they do is they make arrests, and so much for the First Amendment. But in any case, you know, I've seen what happens when young girls are molested. It just sort of messes up their heads, and I think that most of the homosexuals, the same thing happened to them. So, you know, I mean, you know, we love you and we want you to come home. I was reading pretty well about this young pervert school teacher who's 23 years old and is charged with molesting, you know, one of her charges, which is a stupid charge. I mean, you know, when I was 13, 14, or 15, I would have loved to have a pervert teacher here, you know, rape me here. But in any case here, you know, maybe I can go ahead and convince her to, you know, come in, and she probably won't be allowed to teach anymore, and you guys could go ahead and, you know, I'm buying some. I got the Hubble. I got the Hubble, and I got the place across the street where you were taken out of, and I'd be more than happy to go ahead and fix that house up for you to come and live in. And I'm buying some property outside of Granby, which I'll call Aryan Acres, and build some cement block houses here for white families, you know, in my church. So in case, you know, please, I mean, I know that, you know, I've heard that you had rage issues. You were a sweet-tempered child, just like your father. You know, if I had to spank you twice within 2 hours, I'd make you take a nap, and then you would, you know, your behavior would improve quite a bit. But there's probably a lot more messed up with you than nap, you know, probably can't take care of here. You know, I remember you went ahead and managed to make it at least 2 months before you were claiming that I molested you here. And I remember I took Sean up. I was going to run for United States Senator, and I was, you know, had your dad Sean come up here, and I says, well, from what I gather, by July 15th, 2004, you know, the DFS was having you claim that I licked your mother's, pussy here. And then she got all depressed because I hired a lawyer, Thomas Mann, and Selby just wouldn't even let Mann represent Roxy, you know, and her rights here. You know, neither would the Missouri Court of Appeals Southern District. I mean, these people are evil. These people are evil. That's why you don't listen to them. You know, you torture them. You torture them just to go ahead and show that you can torture them. Essentially, they'll tell the truth here under torture, and that's, you know, so much for the Sunshine Act and all this other garbage. You know they did wrong. You know they're parasites. You know they're predators. You simply torture them. You know, and the rest here, just like I told Jacob Scobie, he sort of got busted up here. He made a mistake in bringing his 17-year-old son, you know, to one of the hearings, and I asked him how long. I said, well, hey, my retarded 6-year-old grandson managed to go ahead and last, 2 months before he was claiming all sorts of stuff here about me. I mean, do you think he'd last 15 minutes if I was squeezing your testicles with a pair of pliers and the kid sort of turned white? No, so did Jacob Scobie. So he's, you know, Jacob sort of behaved himself, and he doesn't prosecute this stupid crap when I get arrested for violating the domestic protection order against Fat Old Lon and the rest here. In fact, she's just sort of sitting huddled up behind her desk here because these criminals, T. Rampage Gamble and Crooked Ira, who's running for mayor against me, you know, and Bill the Butt Licker Barrett, C. Al Hepper, Joyce Mann, and Astley Edgebamser. You know, I mean, they're just a bunch of criminals. They're just a pack of criminals. That's all they are, just thieves. You know what I mean? You know, and they stole everything and grabbed me. But in any case, you know, that's why I'm looking forward to buying some of this property outside the city limits here and work on fixing them up too. But anyway, come on home here. and I'll try to go ahead and fix up some broken white people, and try to go ahead and help you be a part of the community again here. And we really want you to come home. I'm hoping your sister will come to her senses and live at the Hubble down the street from the seminary here, and help me take care of your grandmother. She's into nursing, but she could have worked at Granby House here, got a nursing degree there here. So anyway, do you agree with everything I'm saying here now, that we want Bub to come home? Because Bub was your favorite. Ella was mine. Bub was yours, right?
Yeah, until Henry come along.
Want Henry come home? Well, don't you want JJ?
He's rough.
Well, yes, he was the most like James Baldwin. He was definitely James Baldwin's kid, but hell, I even traded Poopy Dog here. See Poopy Dog? He's getting old. I trade him for JJ. You know what I mean? So JJ, if you're hearing it, your grandmother sort of wants you to come home too, and I do, and
Well, he can't
Henry.
go until I was 21.
Well, you're 21, Bub. I'm going to go ahead and put this out on the internet. I got, all the hate strikes that April Gady and Billy Roper and Brian Rio put up against me. They're all gone. Besides I get one free hate strike for free. In any case,
Stop it.
what? Poopy Dog?
He's up there trying.
What'd you trade for JJ? JJ wouldn't sit on your belly.
Here trying to tear us
JJ
up.
probably weighs more than 18 pounds too here. But JJ wouldn't sit on your belly, would he here? Okay. Anyway, you wanna sing happy birthday to Bub?
No, if you just listen to it or not.
We might. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bob. Happy birthday to you. And, and while I'm no homosexual here, I do know what it's like here to be locked up in a nut house here. It ain't fun. I realize what it is here. If you can, make your way home to Granby. Everybody knows me. You know what I mean? Granby, Missouri. Out on Rabbit Track Road. And heck, you'll be...
We're on Hillcrest now.
I don't want people to know that. Especially old Negro Lips, who's divorcing Mrs. Negro Lips.
Oh.
Anyway, I ain't gonna say anything. I don't want any more hate strikes. But anyway, Bob, Helen, JJ, Jonathan James, Henry the Sweet Pea. Probably your name ain't what it is now. I mean, your father went ahead and impregnated 3 more women and had the spawn taken from 2 of them. So, I think someone ought to chase after James Baldwin with a knife here. I mean, he's bred up
in Oklahoma with a new baby.
I don't know. Is that number 3? Is that number 3 or 4 after Emily?
4.
4? Whatever. I don't pay.
It's his second one.
I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to that. Anyway, JJ, you're welcome too. But we'll keep the puppy dog. All right. Anyway, he's getting pretty old. So anyway, Bob, you're 21 years old here. If you want to come home, please do so. And anyway, while I was on the way up there going there, I said, did you ever lick old fat ass's cooter? That's what I call him. He said, his lips sort of curled. He looked sort of disgusted. No. I said, if I ain't gonna do it, why would you think that I would do it? If you ain't gonna do it, why do you think I would do it? Never happened here, but they were trying to. Essentially, these criminals, who destroy white families, they're just looking for that. And I see so many people. Folks, if you're accused of something, do not waive the preliminary hearing. Don't talk. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing to the pigs. Treat them as essentially the monsters and the thugs that they are, because that's what they are. Thugs and monsters. So, any case, Bub, if you're able to, please come on home, and maybe we can go ahead and talk your sister into coming on home too. And there'll be houses. Not very nice houses, but there'll be houses for both of you. And we'll work on cinder block construction here. So anyway, happy birthday, Bub. It's March 7th, 2019, and it is 9:25 p.m. Pastor Martin Lindstedt of the Church of Jesus Christ Christian, Aaron Nation, Missouri. No victory. That it?
Mm-hmm.
You be a mean poopy dog? I'm not going to give you up even for JJ. Okay?
Why, he doesn't mind like JJ.
Well, that's right. Well, he minds, I'd say, well, they're about the same here. About the same in obedience here. Essentially none. Bub would mind here. It's just that, occasionally you had to reset him here, but make him take a nap.
Turn my bed back on.
Wait a minute.